ערב היציאה. כולם עייפים, הרצוצים, חולים, משתעלים, הדגמת שיעול. שיעול בלרוסי, טיפוסי.
דליקים.
דליקים.
רגע, הכנסת את הקסטה החדשה?
כן.
טוב, אני הולכת להתרחץ. לקבל פקס מהילה עם הרשימה של הדודים. ללכת לישון.
אנחנו לא נעשה עם הפקס הזה כלום, אפשר לנגב איתו את התחת.
היא אומרת שיש הרבה דברים לא חשפו מכיוון שפרשו אותם לגמרי אחרת. אנשים... רגע, זה סתם כאילו לוקח אותנו?
אנשים מה?
נסה להיזכר בדיוק מה היא כתבה, איך התייחסו לתרבויות האלה שעבדו את האלה? כל מיני דברים פרשו אחרת, למשל את התכשיטים היו קוברים דווקא בקבר של האישה, לא של הבעל, ופרשו את זה אחרת, את החוקרים. כאילו הם לא רצו לראות את כל הסימנים האלה. שהאישה, בעצם המשפחה הסתובבה סביב האישה. הילדים היו של האישה, כאילו, זה לא שהגבר היה נחוץ,
כן.
אבל האישה...
היה לה מקום מאוד
בדיוק, היה לה מקום מאוד מכובד, בדיוק. הכהנות... מישהי סיפרה לי, כאילו, היו את הכהנות, שהכי... גם היו שכבות עם זה, כאילו, כבוד נורא גדול לשכב את זה, הם היו כאילו מאסטריות של זה. ואחרי כשהם היו במחזור, זה היה... אז הם בשיא עצמה האנשים שלהם. בקיצור, זה נורא מעניין הדברים.
הם היו נכנסות להיריון הכהנות?
האמת שאני מאמינה שכן. אתה התחלת? בטח שהתחיל. אבל רומם. עכשיו זה מחובר, כאילו, זה מחובר לחשמל? לא. אבל זה לא הפתיח, אנחנו צריכים לעשות פתיח כמו שצריך.
פתיח?
פתיח. פתיח.
זה כמו הפתיח.
כמו למשל תראיין אותנו, כאילו. איך אתם רואות את כאילו...
איך את רואה את הפתיח?
לא את הפתיח.
לא, כשדיברנו למשל מקודם שלימור לא הייתה בעניין של הטור בכלל. התחלנו לדבר על זה.
בדיוק.
נראה לי כבר מבוים מדי הקטע.
בכלל לא מבוים.
זה בכלל לא מבוים.
זה היה מאוד אותנטי.
מה דיברתם?
התחלנו בדיוק מקודם לדבר, לפני שדיברנו איתה. שלימור אמרה, זאת אומרת שאמרתי ללימור שכאילו שזה הטריף אותי שכאילו הטיול לא היה בסדר העדיפויות, שזה היה כאילו בסדר עדיפויות נמוך, וזה הדבר הכי פחות חשוב בחיים שלה.
הרבה פחות מהקבוצה.
או מדברים אחרים. ורק עכשיו היא מתחילה להבין, שהיא מתחילה להתרגש וכאילו להבין איך היא לא...
היא זלזלה.
כן.
היא לא זלזלה, אבל היא הייתה קצת מבולבלת, קראו לה כל מיני דברים. לימור מאוד השתנתה, קשה לה להכיל את כל הדברים החדשים. חוץ מזה, בשבועיים האחרונים הייתי מאוד בעניין. אבל אני יודעת, גם נראה לי שאני הולכת להיות בשוק מההצגה הזאת. אני הולכת להיפגש אותה באופן אחר, אני לא יודעת להסביר את זה, יש לי תחושה שאני...
מאוד מקווה. אני גם יש לי תחושה כזאת, ואני מאוד מקווה שזה באמת בשביל אחר.
באופן אחר, כאילו, לראות אותה ממקום אחר, לראות אותה... תצחיקי אותי, לא סמק.
האף שלי סתום לגמרי.
אנחנו הולכים לעשות ריצת בוקר בסנטרל פארק, כל בוקר.
לימור מאוד מתרגשת עכשיו מניו יורק, היא מאוד נרגשת.
אני כל הזמן הייתי ברור כמה הוצאות בניו יורק ולפני ההופעה הראשונה וזה, ואח שלי הצליח להדליק אותי על ניו יורק. גם נועה מאוד הצליח. אני הבנתי שניו יורק זה מקום מעניין. טוב. נועה. יש עוד... נועה.
ישנה משהו.
ישנה.
לא יורה.
אני רוצה לספר מה אכלתי היום בארוחת צהריים, שנבין למה 80% מהאנשים בארצות הברית סובלים ממשקל יתר. אז היה לנו פסטה עם שמנת, עם קרם שמנת, ולחמניה, שני קרקרים, עם כבידה עצובה שמנה, ועוד 2 חמאות, ועוגה.
אבל זה היה...
קרם.
אבל זו טיסה בריטית.
למה? זה אטלנטיק...
זו חברה בריטית.
אטלנטיק סיטי חברה בריטית?
אטלנטיק סיטי זה עיר בארצות הברית. וירג'ין אטלנטיק זו חברה בריטית.
ברצינות?
לא נראה לי.
זה מאכזב אתכם.
פושור?
פושור. לא ראית את הדגל של אנגליה על המטוס?
לא, אבל המבטא בהחלט שכנע אותי שהם אנגלים.
כן.
אבל אולי הם מנסים לקלול לטר אמריקאי, כי הם הרבה טסים בארצות הברית.
יכול להיות.
ולקינוח קיבלנו ארטיק, והיה גם חתיכת שוקולד קטנה. הדבר היחיד, כאילו, עם הוויטמינים, היו שם 2 רבעוני עגבנייה קטנים ו2 עלעלי חסה. עם רוטב עשיר של שמן ומיונז.
לא, וינגרט.
זה היה וינגרט. כנראה שאני אשמיע אותו. חלי, תני מונולוג עכשיו מההצגה.
לא רוצה.
תני מונולוג. בואו נראה שהיא איתה.
אני הגעתי לעמוד 9.
רגע, היא למדה...
כל הזמן מבינה דברים חדשים.
היא אמרה שהיא גילתה דברים חדשים. תראי לנו את הדברים החדשים.
לא.
היא מגלה דברים חדשים.
אל תסתכלי למצלמה.
זה לוקח זמן
לא, זה לא שווה שאת מגלה.
ככה הדברים שוקעים לאט לאט
אוי. היא באיזה טריפ שהיא דברים שוקעים לאט לאט. שלא ישכחו שאת צפויה לה. Not to be loved by someone. Not to fulfill my dream. Yes to be loved by someone. And yes to fulfill my dream.
לא זאת תקרא.
זאת הגלריה. תרד וצלם את ה...
לא.
מה? כן, מה להגיד?
מה לדעתך?
לדעתי. זה בכלל לא...
Whatever salad is left over, somebody will eat the salad.
Yeah, we'll eat it.
I'll eat the salad. Somebody always eats the salad.
Yeah,
That's
salad.
been my experience with life is that there's usually no problem to get people to eat salads.
I hope you don't mind, I'm thanking you.
I'm going to be documenting this way. Documenting.
This is a...
Yes, Liמor, you can do the narrative, yeah.
Yes.
This how you make
Is it a swollen
scrambled tofu. First, she do it not on butter, but on water.
I guess you have a garlic squeezer,
Yeah, I
right?
do.
Okay.
You want garlic?
I'll do it.
I had an garlic. That's not. I used to have a garlic. I had a garlic. I might have thrown my garlic out. garlic press. I don't use garlic, so I think I got rid of my garlic press.
Really?
Yeah.
אנחנו פה בשכונת מצוקה בוושינגטון די.סי. לפנינו הבתים המשוועים לתמיכה כלכלית של הארגונים, העבודות קבלות השיפוט,
תדברי חזק.
עליות הגג, יש רק 3 במספר. הדשא של השכן.
ירוק יותר.
פשוט מעורר רחמים. אנחנו לא יודעים לאיזה בקתה יזרקו אותנו ברחוב הסבל. קוראים לזה עיר, קוראים לזה וושינגטון די.סי. אנחנו לא יודעים למה. אנחנו לא יודעים אם זה ממש מרכז העיר, או ש... לא ברור.
צ'בי צ'ייסטאון.
זה עדיין צ'בי צ'ייסטאון? ברחובו של הקומדיה. ברחובו של הקומדיה. אנו שגדלנו בשכונות פאר בחולון, תמהים על תצלמי את הבתים האלה. יש רק 8,000 מצוצים אבל לא נראים, אין אנשים ברחובות. יש רק מכוניות ובתים. עברנו את הבית הלבן קודם, הנה עוד בית לבן. מזל שיש לנו אוטו מפואר. מה אני אגיד לכם? זה לא ניו יורק. אנחנו מתגעגעים
השקתי.
כן, לגריניץ' ויליג'. גם שם בבית. צילמנו את הפנים של הבית של שקטי?
כן.
כן? עם המצלמת וידאו? עברת על כל הווניוז?
כן.
גם עליית הגג שלכם? המקום בו ישנתם?
כן.
המקלחת?
לא, זה לא צילם, לא היה לי נעים.
לא? המקלחת והשירותים?
רק שיהיה לנו סרט עם סטנדאפ. זה מחקר על רמת החיים בארצות הברית. הם לא אוכלים כל כך טוב, אבל הם בהחלט בוושינגטון די.סי גרים מאוד יפה. יש פה גבעה קטנה, המשולה לגבעה מול הבית של מיכל ורונק.
גבעת נפוליאון.
גבעת נפוליאון.
אוי, מה איתה?
יש יער, מעבר לכביש יש יער כזה.
אוי, יש מוזיקה.
קצת שוואנץ.
נחמד מאוד. טוב, אני מפסיקה.
בסדר.
או שבעצם אנחנו יכולים להציל את זה.
עד שזה יפסיק. אפשר להציל באופן?
לא.
גיליתם אדם שאפשר להציל את זה?
אפשר, אבל נכון?
הנה, זה נהיה מאוד ארוך.
כן, זה לקח 34.
הוא עדיין ריץ'. הוא עדיין לא.
תראו את הבית.
את ראית שם ימין?
לא, אני רק מתקדמת. טוב,
תמיד הבתים.
טוב, יאללה, זה
אנחנו רוצים להכין את הדבר הזה.
נראה, יכול להיות שאנחנו נצטרך שם לפתוח את הגריל, לחפש את המפתח.
נעשה דגים על הגריל.
פורטר! שמאלה?
כן. כן, אבל מה עם הסרטיפור?
סרטיפור?
סרטיפור. אבל תן right to the porter.
אז מה, אני שואל אותך עם שמאלה.
אז לא.
אז ימינה?
ימינה. בואו נראה אם השיטה כמו בארץ עוברת, תעשי עם האצבע. כן. תעשי עם האצבע, חכה מיכל, תעשי את האצבע.
בסדר.
אוקיי, בואו נראה איזה מסעות לא תשמע. אנחנו ב-3505. אוקיי, זה נראה רחוב טוב, יש בתים פרטיים.
3415.
אצל ברברה.
צד שני.
ברברה לא בבית, כבר יוצאת בדיוק.
ברברה הלכה לקחת את הילדה מהחוג לסקייטים.
לא, היא עדיין בבית, עד 4:30.
עד 4:30 בבית.
אוי, יופי.
טוב.
3505. הנה 35.
כן. יש
פה כף 3,500 מספרים האלה? ככה זה כשכולם גרים בבתים. זה 3511.
זה דבר נצח? זה?
זה
נורא יפה. נראה לי זה להשכרה, לימור.
3518.
אבל זה קצת עם את זה.
3519, מה אנחנו צריכים? אז תסתובב. כן, בוא נהיה סופים בחוץ. טוב, הסתובבנו. איזה מספר?
3511.
505.
I don't think it's important to know it.
Good night.
Good night, thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Because it's a play.
Yeah. You know, I don't think you need a lot of information, but I think knowing, where, who, where and when, just the very basics, then you don't have to sit there trying to figure it out and
זה וושינגטון. נראה ההופעה, צריכים לפרק.
really set in Portland. And do you know, are you going to do it in San Francisco, or is this sort of...
Yeah.
This one in San Francisco.
Do you know where?
It's Eugene.
Cash, but do you know where the place
It
is?
is...
No, we don't know yet. James has to give us the... Because they were looking for a bigger venue because they thought there would be a lot of people
But I
there.
think until the last day they will look for another venue.
Yeah.
He couldn't even tell me. It's somewhere, some church.
Oh, good.
It's some church when Eugene have his sitting group every week, and they think it will be very well attended because
good.
also there's some hospital. I don't know which hospital. Like some hospital was very interested in it, and every time but he want to make a bigger place because he think it will be
Good.
So
He's
also,
very nice with that, Eugene.
yeah.
Yeah.
Eugene, I don't know, I think Dan, another guy is taking care of the show, and all the time I think maybe this one or that, so we end up doing a lot of
mystery.
but
מה קורה?
עשית כל מיני דברים עם...
אנחנו צריכים לכתוב לה ברכה.
זה יאללה.
רק שהיא יושבת עם לימור. כאן לימור ישנה. ועליית הגג, שהיא לא כל כך קטנה, עליית הגג. בית מדהים.
יש מייל מג'יימס ומוונדי.
כן, הוצאת אותם?
כן.
יופי, אז נקרא אותם אחר כך.
טוב, זה אני אצא.
יאללה. זה חדר המדיטציה פה. עוד נחמד חדר המדיטציה הזה. נמצאות, may you be happy.
Present moment.
okay, it's more present.
Present moment.
We attached a small present from present moment.
Okay. This is a hamsa.
מה, טענת?
לא, אבל יש.
תראה, הוא ייגמר. מה אתה מצלם את זה?
זה החדר שלנו. החדר שלנו בבולדר.
עוד נעים בחוץ.
נעים.
לא קר?
לא, קצת קריר, אבל לא קר. לימור?
I like בולדר.
זה החדר של לימור. כרגיל יש פה מס.
זה באמת, זה כאילו אתה
ממש בטבע, בחוץ, גומר.
זה איכות חיים פה, זה טבע כזה, זה כאילו
איפה באמת?
וגם, יש משהו בעלת פה. הוא נורא טרי כזה, הוא רענן. But this is working
exhausted. It's not much longer. We're walking for such a long time. We've been walking for such a long time. So why aren't we there yet? It's not much longer. Only 1 mile. אני התבלבלתי. אמרתי, it's not much longer, במקום we're almost there. עוד פעם. Daddy, I'm tired. Pick me up. Lolly, I'm exhausted. We're almost there. We've been walking for such a long time. So why aren't we there yet? It's not much longer. Only 1 mile. I can't walk. It hurts. I can't walk anymore. Carry me. Lolly, I carried you all the way here, right? And you're not a little girl anymore. I am little. My feet are little. Little, but chubby. Oh, Daddy. Hold me.
Wendy again.
How about taking a hold of yourself? What? I can't. How can I?
Hello.
How can I? אני עוד איכשהו פה זה...
שחקנית מונצחת מספיק.
לא יישאר שום זכר ממני בציור הזה, גם לא ברוסית, אני לא מונצחת. אין בעיה. אני פה בעצם... מסתובבת קשה. שום דבר פה זה, ג'יימס נסע להוואי הבוקר, לא צילמנו אותו. חייבים לצלם אותו, לפחות ביום האחרון. זה החדר, המחשב, הבלגן. לימור מדברת בחוץ עם איזה אדם שפירו.
כן, מאוד מרשים, באמת, מאוד מרשים.
מאוד מרשים. זהו, היום יש לנו את ההופעה השנייה במונסטר. שום דבר לא מוצח. אפילו, תגיד, שצילמת, שנתתי לך להופעה, צילמת רק בהופעה או צילמת גם את התגובות של ההופעה מסקרמנטו?
צילמתי את ההופעה.
למה לא את התגובות?
איך אפשר לצלם בסטיל תגובות של קהל? זה לצלם אנשים מחייכים?
לא, אבל כאילו את זה שאנחנו שותבה ומדברים.
כן, נגמר פילים.
לא נגמר, שקרן.
הייתה רק תמונה אחת, רציתי שזה יעשה רעש. שזה מחזיר את הסרט אחורה. עוד משהו?
זאת? זה בבי? רגע, זה ניסן רפאל? מאיפה זה?
תראה הדס, אנחנו בדיוק כותבים נפתנים.
אוקיי, אז יופי, תבוא, זה טוב שתראה את זה. אוקיי, תראה. גם לנו יש כמה קשרים, ואם עוד שלך, אז זה יכול לקרות. אז בקיצור, יש מצב. כן. בסדר? בסדר גמור. ביי.
יש לנו מבטא?
לא.
אין מבטא?
בעברית? לא, לגמרי ישראלי.
גם ישראלי?
לגמרי ישראלי. אתה שומע אותו? אתם שומעים אותו.
חלש, לא שמעתי.
טוב, אני אתקשר לוואבי הזאתי.
מוכנה לתת לי את הגב שלך כל הזמן?
צריך לשלוח
מה?
עוד מייל?
מה?
למישהו?
שתסתכלי אליי קצת.
צריך עוד לשלוח מייל למישהו?
ג'ודית בקמן.
ברמן.
מה עם ננסי בקמן?
מה יש לי לשלוח לו?
צריך על הקטל ומשהו...
על הקטל ואת הדף, שהוא ישלח ל... זה עשית.
דניס הוא אמור לשלוח אליי. כשהוא ישלח, אני אשלח לננסי בקמן. מה עוד? זהו?
צריכה לכתוב לאמא שלי. רגע, סיימת את הזה של הדס?
שלחתי, כן.
למי את מתקשרת עכשיו?
לישראל. איך עושים מחיקה? עשיתי טוב. מוחקים את הכל. הוא נתן לי טלפון של ואבי ובועז, אלה שחרים על הקהילה היהודית. שיפיצו את זה. אוף, עוד פעם עשיתי את זה. אחד. ארבע אחד. Your kindness, you're well organized. You're well organized.
Striving community.
Yes, and the flowers and the hall and the reservation. They have a reservation. People registered. So it was so well organized. And Robert. And the Dana.
Romeo, what are you writing?
Let us hope. You seem like we have a fair here because I fell in love with you too. We're not. It's endless. יש לי פחד במה. אולי אני אצלם את מיכל. מיכל, תעשי קטעים מתוך ההצגה.
קטעים מתוך ההצגה, אבל יהיה נחמד אם תצלמי אותי סתם. סתם מההוואי, מהתיעוד.
אז בואי נצא החוצה. בואי נצלם את הבקתה. בואי לבקתה.
אי אפשר, בגלל שזה כאן רק...
אבל יש לנו כמה דקות לבקתה, נכון?
לא מבחינת הזמן, מבחינת החשמל, אין לנו בטריה.
יש שם חשמל.
יש שם חשמל?
כן, יש להם היטר. אני בלי חזייה, אבל אפשר לראות שקניתי חולצה מאוד יפה
שנייה, אנחנו נעשה פוקוס.
בטלגרף.
על החזה.
בלי חזייה, אני מבקשת have this in mind. And the play divided in two pieces. One is before the determination. It's why just when the determination started, you will notice
it when the actors
fall in the mat. You notice you finished 23 days of meditation, and she entered the determination phase. And this is not retreat like we have. It's much more intense, and it takes you to the limit. So if the actress is crying and shouting and whining, it's because she's going to her edge, not like we have here, when it's very supportive and loving kindness and protective. Here, they really push you. But it's very interesting. So when she started to roll in the mat, we call it the rolling mat phase. But usually people call it rolling mat. It's also called like Munshitu Kamayata Kayana. When also in the retreat they roll in the mat.
זה הקהל השומעים שלך.
And we have, this is a strong. We didn't stop praising you to James with never-ending story.
ותדברי.
להחזיק את האדום כל הזמן?
לא, זהו, לחצתי. עכשיו זה... את לא צריכה להסתכל, כי יש לך מסך. תכניסי את היד ורק תחזיקי את זה. תכניסי כאן. כאן. זהו. זהו, עכשיו תראה, זה עושה ריקוד. זהו.
אוקיי, בבקשה אחד. אוי, הייתי צריכה להוריד את המשקפיים. אני המשקפיים. תכתוב לו we were very surprised. We didn't expect such a big, thriving community, and the people were so kind and open-hearted and touched.
I love affair here because we fell in love with you too. We didn't stop praising you to James. Listen, never-ending story about Sato's perfect organization. זהו?
נכון. And the kindness and the care of the people.
The flowers,
The flowers, the food, the Robert. Your mustache.
חשבנו את ג'יימס באמת, מה הקטע של המוסטש?
זה של הקפיטנואים. מיכלי, בוא תעשי תיאור בבית.
אבל אי אפשר, כי את לא יכולה ללכת.
הנה בודה.
זה כבר הראיתי. כאן אנחנו כובסים.
כאן אנחנו כובסים. when we כובסים.
אני כובסת. וזה המדרגות למעלה.
אני הייתי צריכה להוריד את המשקפיים. זה רומם.
אז בכלל מצלם?
כן. איש המחשב שלנו, הוא שולח את האימיילים החשובים. אולי את המרתף עם הדהרמה?
לא, לא.
תיזהרי, את תעופי פה עם המצלמה.
זה המרתף של ג'יימס. אני רוצה לצלם אותו בספריית דהרמה. זה לא עולה. אולי...
לצלם, רגע.
זה הפסיק לצלם?
כן, לחצתי על זה, כי זה סתם מסתובב,
זה
זה
מפסיק.
סתם מבזבז.
טוב, כאן.
כאן אנחנו בבקתה, בקתת המדיטציה של ג'יימס, בחצר. לא רואים, יש כל מיני פסלונים ודברים יפים, זה הבית. הופ. ואנחנו נכנסים לבקתה.
אני אעשה דמונסטריישן.
זאת הבמאית, שדופת הגוף.
כבר לא.
וכאן אנחנו רואים את הבקתה עם כל התמונות. את ראית כאן את ג'יימס? את זיהית אותו בתמונה? זה חמוד הוא?
בטח.
זה, לא?
כן. יש לו רואים טוב.
שאת צעיר. אני לא יודעת מי זה, אני חושבת שזה רם דס.
מי זה? זה לא יודעת
את
מי
זיהית את
זה.
סילביה?
כן, בטח.
ואת גיל?
כן, זיהיתי את גיל. ויש לנו פה כל מיני...
פה Thriving Buddha.
ואדם. ועוד איזה מישהו שאנחנו לא מכירים. עכשיו אנחנו נרד למטה. אז שעוד מעט תצלמי אותי אולי קצת.
תצלם אותה?
מה?
רוצה לעשות את ההתחלה של ההצגה?
לא. זאת הבקתה.
צילמת את לנו?
צילמתי את לימור. את הבקתה, הנה יש לנו פה את הדלה למה. מה שלא רואים מה כתוב. לא רואים אותך כי זה... עכשיו זה נכון. רואים?
אוקיי, רייזינג פול.
כאן אני יושבת כמעט יום ביומו, הולכת, למרות שזה קצר, אני עדיין יכולה נמוך, אני עדיין עומדת וראשי נוגע לא נוגע בתקווה. כאן אני מקבלת השראה, אני יושבת. בזמן, מה את עושה?
אני עושה לך...
אבל היא הגנובה, יש כפתור מיוחד לזה. זה היה זום אין ידני של לימור.
איפה הזום?
זהו. זה הלונגי של ג'יימס.
אני עושה, רגע, עשיתי זאת קלוז-אפ על הלונגי.
זה הלונגי של ג'יימס. וכאן יש מחמם קטן. וכאן יש לו את ה-Universe, הגלקסי. ויש כאן איזה בודה אישה שהיא אחראית על החמלה, על מה היה? את זוכרת שהוא הסביר לנו רק שהוא?
אבל היא אחראית.
היא אחראית. אישה אחראית.
אני צריך, לא נצטרך לתפוס את הבודה, נכון? טוב, יאללה, אני רוצה להתרחץ.
הגיע הזמן. אני לא רוצה להגיד כמה זמן לימור.
אני לחצת על הכפתור.
אדם.
אדם?
כן.
די.
כן, את לא ניקה את זה בלילה.
איך את יודעת?
אני הייתי פה.
שימו לב, לוחצים. זה לא עובד.
אש. זה החוקום
אתה יודע איך לימור עושה זום? מה אני אראה לך?
המקרר. אני רוצה להראות את המקרר.
בלי רוב ספיץ'.
בסדר. בעברית אני אעשה את זה. יש פה הרבה רוטבים. בקיצור, כל רוטב שאתם רוצים יש פה. יש פסטה מאתמול.
רוטב מדהים.
זה הרוטב. איפה הרוטב הגאוני שלי?
טוב, מה יש לצלם פה? שירו תזוזי רגע.
אני רוצה את הרוטב הגאוני.
הוא לא גאוני, הוא פשוט כנה.
הרוטב הכנה שלי.
אוקיי, אפשר לסגור. זה אגף התרופות שג'יימס משווק.
זה תוספי מזון.
החצר היפה. המקום שאנחנו כל הזמן שורצים פה.
זה הפרחים מדניס.
וואלה.
חלק מהפרחים.
חלק קטן
נראה לך
מהפרחים.
שג'יימס שם לב בכלל.
לא,
אמרנו לו.
אמרנו, אבל הוא לא שם
אמרנו
לב.
שקיבלנו פרחים, אבל לא נראה.
הוא היה כל כך חייב.
הברדים, הוא לא שם לב, זה לא יוצא מעמד של בון. טוב, אני הולכת להתקלח, תסלחו לי.
It's about time.
תדעו עליי. אני צריכה לעשות שוב.
יש ריח של גז.
כן, כי הדליקה את הגז.
הפעם בכוונה.
יאללה חביב. שעמם, בורינג.
בגלל שאתה לא מצלם אותי.
מבין.
Here we are in Hangshurs. היינו צריכים לעשות את קבלת פנים. Hangshurs מונסטרי בפעם השנייה. לימור משחררת החוטונים.
וכן. Here we are, look.
אוקיי.
חשבתי להתחיל את האינסטרקציה שלי ב- My name is לימור and I will be your...
היי. ריקורד. מעניין מה לעשות.
נגעת בזה.
אני אוהבת את השולחן הקודם, תראי, הוא מזיז את כל זה. This place could feed 200 people when they squash.
באחיה.
רומי, בוא תצלם לי פה, זה פשוט זווית מצוינת.
זה עכשיו הצלחנו לעשות את זה, מה עכשיו?
הנה, תצלם אותו עושה את כל התהליך. קחי את זה, קחי את זה.
לא, קודם ניקח את
טוב.
למרות.
אבל גם האות, תראי את האות. תקי. זה בסוף למעלה.
איך אני עכשיו עושה? זה לא פשוט. לא פשוט. למצוא את החוק שיכול להביא לך שתורך.
רומי, אני רוצה דבר אחד היום. אני רוצה שתצלם אותי מעברה את האינסטרקציה.
כן, אמרתי לו.
מה אתם אומרים על הפתיחה שלהם? Going to be a meditation guide for tonight?
I hope you have a pleasant flight.
משהו פה לא מסתדר. חכי, תסדרי לו את השטרוק? לא. בסדר, הוא קצת מעוף. אפשר לעשות איתו. בברקלי ייסדתי את מדינת הפרזנט מומנט. נו, תעשי קטע עם ההצגה. תעשי את הקטע עם האבא. תבכי קצת, תביאי את הבוכה.
נראה אותך בוכה, שחקנית, נראה אותך בוכה. לא בעיה, שחקנית.
תולת הקילות, מיכלי. תזכי בתור תולת הקילות. אולי בסוף גם נכתוב לעצמנו פתקים. ניתן לכל אחד חמסה, והשניים אחרים יכתבו לו פת. אני רוצה לחיות פה, על השטיח. זה השירותים. זה לקירות. כשניתן כשהוא מדבר, אחרי זה נצלם אותו.
זה בכלל לא טוב, לא אמרת כלום, זה נראה.
אמרתי שזה קצת עקום. טוב, אני סוגרת.
I have to go do my ceremony, and I'm going to wait for a few people to show, to usually come. We're going to go upstairs to the room. So I'll be away for half an hour or so. Are you all going to take a rest, or
We took a rest already.
you did already?
We just
Okay.
eat.
Okay. How about dinner? You don't eat before you before. You eat after.
Eat after, although, do you know where is the little place I can buy some chocolate or something sweet that can,
Some chocolate. I just happen to have the world's finest chocolate. Just so
we
happens.
know you're Santa Claus.
The Santa Mother. The one of our lay people works for Ghirardelli Chocolate, which is
Best.
It is, and she works.
The
there,
local.
So, like, how much chocolate do you need? I mean, we have
Not a lot.
virtually enough.
Just a few pieces.
We are craving people,
Okay,
so don't
craving
test
people
that.
and
Don't.
attachment. Okay, good. Let me increase your dukkha. Something you something.
רואים, אנחנו רוצים לאכול?
מה?
מעבדה? יציר דינר.
אני אשמח.
איך לקרוא בו?
תשאלי אותו בהזדמנות איך לקרוא לו. תשאלי אותו בהזדמנות איך לקרוא לו. מה? תשמעי את הבמה שעשיתי לטור, ואני אעשה לך במה על הטור.
מה זה? מה איתו? איפה רגע לא ראיתי? כן. את מה, לא רק כלום? קסמים. קסמים, מיצי, אתה...
אני שוקל את זה להעביר מקום.
מיצי, אתה... משהו.
שורה ראשונה.
מה, אז אתם הולכים לאכול? שערת פנג שוב הזה, זה תופעה משהו לא מעולם הזה. הנה נגיחים. רגע.
Ghirardelli.
What?
Focus in on
Where?
any part.
Oh shit, don't
Hey,
believe it.
come in. Can I offer you some food? Are you hungry? Can I I'd be happy to share our, it's not much and it's not hot. But
I'll be happy to share whatever you want.
okay. Right this way.
Just, this is the final spot of the stupa.
Is it okay here?
Whatever you say.
For me it's okay.
Okay.
But אז אני רואה טיול למטה גם.
כן.
אוקיי.
Okay, thank you very much. אין, האיש הזה, זה פשוט.
I happen to be...
happen to have the best chocolate in the world.
זה השוקולד המקומי של... This is Hank Schur, our Santa Claus.
Peaches. These peaches are extraordinary. Have you been eating these? Because they're ripe all over California. If you've been, I'll recommend one of these.
Yeah?
Just delicious.
Okay.
He's making a small meal before the show. Salad.
Some salad dressing.
Beautiful salad. Delicious salad.
Okay, I'm going to let you decide how you like your peach. Some people like it peeled, others don't. So
Oh, really?
Some like it hot.
that's right. So there you go. That's the salad dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah. אוי, איזה כיף, יש לנו פה אותו בפעולה.
חבית?
לא.
Shalom, welcome. I want to introduce Reverend Hung Shore, the director of this monastery, who is welcoming us tonight.
Welcome everyone to the Berkeley Buddhist Monastery. This is only the second time in the history of this institution that we've had a play here, and I hope it's the first of the second of many. And what a treat to welcome all of you Jubus here for the second play at the Berkeley Buddhist Monastery. Not only is the Israeli community here, but the Berkeley Bay Area Jewish community is here, but also the Vipassana and native Chinese tradition, Mahayana Buddhist community that lives here. Just wanted to say that we've been especially graced with the play, and it's been as big a splash, I think, in the Bay Area as it was in Israel when it was originally produced. And so the Buddha taught with 84,000 expedient means, ways of bringing people to wake up to their own nature, and this is certainly an effective expedient means. So I know you're going to enjoy yourselves. If anybody's curious about the Berkeley Buddhist Monastery and our work, we have flyers out on the table that you'll see on your way out. One of them is coming up on Thursday up at the Graduate Theological Union, the third annual Master Shuanghua Memorial Lecture. Professor Anthony Yu of the University of Chicago is going to talk about religion in China. So just let you know about that, 7:30 up at the PSR Chapel. So that's enough from me. I'd like to turn the microphone over to Margie, who's going to introduce the play and talk about tonight.
Thank you. I just wanted to say a few words about the play itself that will be helpful before we have the opportunity to watch it. And then I will introduce our playwright and actress and roadie, as he says. A couple of things. First of all, the play is the record of Liemor Ginsberg's experience of a 26-day retreat, which many of us here may have studied in the Spirit Rock tradition. This is somewhat different and seems very intense. The first 23 days are sitting practice, and you'll get a taste of the type of meditation practice even before the play itself, and Liemor will lead us through a meditation. I wanted to just point to the last 3 days of the retreat and explain a little bit about it. The last 3 days are called the determination period. And for any of you who have been along the retreat, you know that a 23-day retreat is fairly intensive. Well, in this type of retreat, the last 3 days are even more so. The determination period is a constant, continuous 3-day sitting with no sleep at all. And it's kind of like a vision quest, where one pushes one's limits to an extreme in order to experience a breakthrough. And there is a shift in the kind of altered state of consciousness that happens, and all armoring is down, and a breakthrough generally happens. So this determination period is what you'll see in the second part of the play. And the actress will signal that shift is happening, but I wanted to give you a sense of what that determination period is about. So I want to welcome you all here tonight. It's really wonderful to be here together. I also wanted to say a little bit about dana. And in the Buddhist tradition, as it's come to us, dana, which is about freely giving, is a practice that has been held onto, and teachers, and in this case performers, give freely of their resources. The playwright and actress have come here of their own accord, using their own resources from Israel, and this play has been running in Israel for 2 years. And in return, the hope is that those who receive the teachings or the play in this case will give freely in return. So there's no set fee for tonight's performance, but the suggestion is that you contribute that which you would contribute to see good theater. So think about that, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. And there's a dana box in the back out to the right. I want to introduce Liemor in just a second, and before I do, I just want to let you know that Liemor Ginsberg, our playwright, and Roman Sarananga, and Michal Rubin, the actress, will be available after the performance to talk with us. Welcome.
So my name is Liemor, and I'm your meditation guide for tonight. Fasten your seatbelt. So just sit comfortably as possible. I ask forgiveness in advance for my language. Sit upright, alert, but at ease. You may close your eyes and put your attention in the breath. I use the rising and the falling of the stomach. You may put your attention on the in and out of the nostril, and just pay attention to the rise and fall of the stomach. It might occur to you that thought passing in your mind or something else taking your attention. At the time you notice it, just come gently back to your breathing. You may acknowledge it as a thought, or it might be a sound that taking your attention. Or some feeling in the body. And it's fine. Just when noticing it, return gently to the breath. And you may acknowledge it like hearing, thinking, or rising and falling. There is nothing to do, no one to be. Someone said something like, just come home. Noticing if you have a short breath or a long breath, whatever it is, let it be.
Before the next question, I see that some people may have to leave. I want to remind people that the Dana box is in the back, and just as the play has been freely given, there's a request for contributions as well. Also, can people hear the questions from the audience? Yeah.
We also, I can add something to the same question, that we really intrigue is the word, I don't know. We felt, because meditation of the Dharma is something very meaningful for our lives, we wanted to have this experiment to open the head, the mind, kind of, and to show, to something that is so internal and abstract, to give it a form and to put it on stage. We thought it's a big challenge. And because this for us it's something so interesting, we wanted it to share it with other people, meditators and non-meditators, so they can have the word that Limmor likes, a glimpse into this world. And also to show, because all of us, I gather, have these difficulties when sitting, and everyone thinks that he's totally out, lost case, and all the others are perfect, and for everybody else it comes easy, and to show that every one of us is going through similar things, so it's okay.
Yeah, actually we thought only us are packed up, but because we hear all this laughing, we start to suspect some other people. Yeah.
So I noticed that one of your props is a piece of paper you were saying this prayer of, I forgive people who, hurt me on purpose, on accident, and that is, I understand that to be a Jewish prayer, and vipassana, this retreat in Thailand, is not necessarily a Jewish practice, and yet I'm wondering about the connection. One, if you find that place of observing your mind and going into that within Jewish tradition, or how having a strong vipassana practice in Israel then affects people with strong Jewish practice. Can you speak about the interplay?
Yeah, we will do both probably. I don't know why so many Jewish doing vipassana. And why actually most of the teachers are Jewish. So must be a reason, but I don't know it. I'm not so familiar with Jewish as a religious. I raised a non-religious family. I'm like third generation in Israel, the first generation just left all behind. So I was not introduced so much to, and mostly introduced to something, very strict and hard, and seems to me a bit non-spiritual. Even, I know it is spiritual. So I born in sort of vacuum. And like many Israelis, I went to Far East. And I found that I took the Buddhism not so much as a religious, but more as a spiritual practice and a way to improve myself, to be a better person, to be happier. And then I saw also religious as something nice. It's not something you have to do, it's something beautiful. And this actually brought me back in a way to Jewish religious. I understood the importance of forgiveness really there. And then I remembered that there is Forgiveness Day in the Jewish religions. And since then, I fasted every Yom Kippur, and I go into Sephardic Bet Knesset to pray. Shalai there singing, and I found many beautiful things in the Jewish religion. And I guess I did answer the question.
The other part you asked about how does it affect religious people in Israel. Religious people in Israel mostly are very closed in their in their frame and in their community, not so much open to other things.
statues, or all kinds of things like that. But there are, it's starting to open up. I think more with the reform, or there is, like, let's say, one rabbi I know that is kind of more open to it, or maybe two, and starting to, because the New Age thing is starting to be so strong, some of them starting to understand they should be more open. So there is something happening now, but it's very small. Most of the Orthodox in Israel won't know anything about it, and will not want, I think, to know. I think most, but because things are open up, are getting opened now, it might be, there might be something.
I wondered if they, both of you, and perhaps your director could come up. Is your director here?
She's the director and the playwright, and the man that helps us with technical stuff and with everything happens to be my husband.
I'm just the roadie.
You're the playwright as well?
Limmor.
Oh, you wrote it collaboratively?
No, Limmor wrote it and I read it. And we worked together, but he wrote it.
So I'm very interested in the process because did you write it and then get together and then you tried things out, or was it a completed script when you actually started working on it as a performance piece? I'm interested in the process of how you get involved.
Well, basically I wrote it, and while we were working on it, it changes. It's got shorter, and we have dialogue between us, something we're working, something weren't working. So it was a dialogue.
It was very, very beautiful, very beautiful. The moments and the directing was really great, and the acting was quite extraordinary. I just want to thank both of you on so many different levels, but I'm an actor, so I can appreciate it. I appreciate so much seeing something like this and know the struggle of it to put it on the stage. So I want to thank you.
Thank you. Oh yeah, just for the people who are sneaking out, we prepare in advance a little book which we like you to, if you wish to write anything you want to share with us. So near the Dana box there is a little book and a pen, and I just asked you to write clearly because we want to understand.
I think are you going to be performing elsewhere in the States? We would like to tell people about your performance in other cities, and if you have a website or somewhere where people can know where you're going to be.
We have a flyer outside with all the Bay Area performances, and we're going to perform also in Northampton, probably in New York, but in the Bay Area they're all written down. There'll be Spirit Rock and Santa Rosa and Santa Cruz, so it's written the dates and all the places, so we could just take the flyer on the way out. Okay? Yeah, we can continue with the questions.
I was just curious about the reference, the Hebrew being in your work at the present moment. Is that what you said in Hebrew was? What's that about?
In Hebrew, the present moment is actually called, the grammatic name is like mediocre time. Zman Beinoni. You have past, future, and something that's called Zman Beinoni. And Beinoni means Beinoni in the middle, kind of. No? It's not bad, not bad. No, no. So it's not that we don't have the present, it's just that the name, the attitude to it is kind of,
Could you share a little bit about your training for the peace walks, the two peace walks that were mentioned?
You want to show your experience? Okay. The first one, I really wanted to participate
Liמור was very in the organizing, and I was planning to not do the whole, but at least come for a few days. And the days that where the walk took place were a few bomb attacks in Tel Aviv. And it was really very one after the other. It was very squeezed and near our house and everything. And I said with no proud, but I was really scared. So at the end, I did not participate in this walk. It was just, I think, 2 weeks that I was in the state because it was so... Afterwards, you know, we kind of... It changes and you come back to life, you know, but the date of the walk was just exactly when things were very, very tense. So that was my experience.
I wanted it, not that she didn't went to the peace walk, she didn't go out of her house, I think, for 2 weeks. Something like that. And I participated a few days in the first walk, and it was very, very strong experience. And we were very sad, most of us. Every night we gather and we speak, and many people cry. It was really hard time. April was really many bombs, and we had this walk feeling that maybe there is no hope, but still we did it. And it's releases a lot of tension and sadness, but it was very beautiful. And people sat every evening and speak and cried, and we felt like, you know, the world outside, we here, out there was terrible things happen, we didn't even know about it. And we walk during the day silent in a big row, and we gather at night for eating and having Dharma talk. And the second walk held in the Galilee, I didn't participate in it, but I heard from friends it was even better and very happy walk. And many Arabs participated, and every evening they were sleeping in Arabs' villages, and they hosted them, and they sleep in their house, and it was really nice dialogue, and all felt that they raised a lot of hope on this walk. And right they decided to make another walk, which will be, I think, very, very soon in Wadi Ara, or it's also Arabic area.
Hi, I just saw your performance in Yerushalayim.
Really?
Yeah, And the day that I saw it, there was a pigua. There was a terrorist attack in Yerushalayim. And I remember coming to your play and thinking, what a drastic contrast this is. Here we are in a meditation cell in a monastery in Thailand, and you're trying to meditate and keep the mind still and quiet. And what a huge task that is. I know after living in Yerushalayim for 4 years that, you know, you're dealing with daily attacks, daily piguim, daily stresses and tensions. And then now seeing it here, it all seems it's so much more like it fits in right here. It's so much easier. And I just wonder if you could speak a little bit about the layers that you must have to go through to do an extensive, intense retreat like that, with all the baggage that we acquire by living in Israel and dealing with the incredible fear and tension.
I think it's very good motivation to go to practice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, I see I don't see other way to do.
No, of course, certainly it's a good motivation, but there must be so many layers that you have to go through to be able to get to that place that you got at the very end of the play, which seemed like a peaceful resolution, like finally coming to a place of peace after going through all the layers of emotions. And
I think that after you meditate for quite a while and you gain a bit of wisdom and understanding, so even when it's very stressful, you have the wisdom. So as if I perform on a day of a pigua, and I have to, and in the play I send metta, and I send love to the Palestinians, which is not a very obvious thing to do on the day of a pigua. But I feel this is the kind of keeping me insane, keeping so I do it, and I feel it's a little contribution for me and for others, not falling into these harsh conditions, which is very easy to fall into, because reality is so complicated, So I just know it's the right way. Although it's hard sometimes emotionally, I know we should stick to it.
I don't know how to explain. I just know there's some miracle there, that when you're willing to be things falling the way they fall, it's mysterious. But I could recognize, things like that.
I'm from Israel. I grew up in Jerusalem, and I met you in Israel, and I'm watching today from here. I came to Berkeley to study opera, so I'm studying opera singing. And I did a retreat just before I came, a Vipassana retreat like yours. I really want to ask about places here in the Bay Area that have the same method and follow the same. I've been to different kinds, but I didn't find
This very technique, this one. From what I know in Seattle, that my teacher stayed partly in Seattle, partly in Thailand, and traveled all over the world, and part of the time must be in Seattle or in Thailand. Her name, her name is Kate Chindapon. She's American. She married our teacher. His name is Tanat Chindapon.
Yeah, I did a course on the Tanat. I want to know about in the Bay Area.
In the Bay Area?
In the Bay Area, there
You
is
did a course
spiritual on the past basis.
Spiritual, not saying but Ajahn Sum. We have to, we're not so familiar, we're not from here.
But we can recommend James Barris.
Yeah. And he can also give you an example.
Okay, I think it will be the last.
Unless someone really.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask if you could talk a little bit about the Vipassana community in Israel, and especially about, is it very diverse, and are there a lot of Palestinians and Jewish people doing Vipassana together? And how does that unfold?
Vipassana in Israel, I think, is mainly two streams, Goenka and insight meditation. And it's quite a big sangha, and it's growing, and more people are doing retreats, and teachers are coming from abroad and giving retreats. So it's really growing. It's good. Personally, I don't know any Arab that is practicing Vipassana. I do know that the last retreat was in the Hava near Jerusalem with Christopher Titmus. There
he brought, it's a special village which contains Arabs and Jews, and so he brought one of the Arab citizens that lives in the village, and we had this talk together. But it's mainly Jews for now.
And also, after the walk, there is a dialogue between people who practice insight meditation and Arabs. I don't know if they come in to meditate, but it's open up, the dialogue between us. I know that many Dharma teachers, like Christopher Titmos and Stephen Folder from Israel, they go to Hebron and Bethlehem and few villages and making groups of dialogue and build up things. A lot of it destroyed in this intifada, but they were really trying hard. Okay. Thank you, Margie. I'd like to thank Margie and also for James Perez, which is not here, but you really have a great responsibility of what's happening here, that we are here.
So thank you so much. With sending metta, sending loving kindness and shalom, blessings of peace to our frightened hearts and to all of the places in the world that need it so much right now. So we'll end as we began. Shalom, 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 May all beings be safe and protected. May all beings everywhere be happy and content. May all beings be healthy and strong in body. And may all beings everywhere live in ease.
Which is this? The wake up or what? Screen meditation or something?
אמרתי לה שכשאני זה בא לי
אני באתי לפה מאוד סקפטי, מאוד סקפטי.
She was at a retreat
קצת לא קל פה לפני כל אמריקאים.
כן, היינו גם היה לנו רעיון ברדיו, והיינו פלסטינאי.
נהדר, יש משהו שעובד כל הכבוד אותנטי, לא חמוצי,
אני אספר לך, נורא ריגשתי שדיברת, שעשית למחסונים.
אנחנו לשבתון פה, ואני פה סופגת את כל הדרמה שאני רק יכולה, את כל הוויפאסנה תכנתה אנחנו. פשוט כזה חיבור, וכמובן עולם כל כך אחר. והקושי להעביר את זה. יש משהו בהצגה שלך.
העדות שלי עושה המון, אבל לא חייבת
הבנתי. בסדר, נראה לי, לא יודעת, לא מציאותי. לא מציאותי? מאוד רציתי להיכנס לזה, ואני בדרך כלל לא דיבה הכל. זה מאוד מצחיק, זה מאוד נקר.
He asked me a question. I was going over to talk to him.
Really good space. I was just remembering Miles Crasson was teaching us about
כן, זו קבוצה גדולה, זה לכם יופי. איך תרגמתם באנגלית? לבד? שתתנאי שלכם. גם האנגלית שלך משהו שיוצר יפה.
אתה מקליט את זה שאמא שלי תשמע?
ברקלי, האנגלית שלך מיכל פשוט 10 עוברת כל כך יפה. יותר טוב משל האמריקאים, יותר אצילי.
עבדנו על זה, בהתחלה נתנו למי שהתרגם לא כל כך טובה, אז עבדנו את זה עם אמא שלי, יש לי נורא מעטים. עבדנו עם
אנגלית נהדרת, אנגלית 10.
כל משפט, אחר כך עוד חבר שחקן שלנו, ועוד מישהי, בקיצור זה הייתה
נורא יפה. כן, יכולתי לשמוע
how many rabbis there are here in this room. And like,
I don't know.
No, I'm just wondering, like, you didn't know how in the United States, like how, like, I feel like meditation is like a central part of Judaism and how Judaism is changing in the United States right now. And it's just really interesting. I mean, it's like this phenomenon, really, of, oh, hi. And yeah, I don't know, I just wondering if you, like, have you spent a lot of time in the United States before?
No, it's my first time. I'm only 3 weeks here. And most of the time I was going on airplane and doing the show, didn't spend much time to explore anything except, you know, like Hadora on the end in Chinatown in San Francisco, you know. Yeah. אנחנו גם מיישמות, אני מרמות מיישב והוא מעין השופט, אבל אנחנו גדולים עליך קצת.
Still in the manuscript form, it's still in the notebooks. And we have to take the notebooks and edit out the garbage and then publish. And
Just last volume.
the last volume, yeah, from the last 100 miles. Number 10.
Number 10.
And then obviously we have to squeeze them down. We're trying to redo the whole thing. So it'll be maybe one big volume, or 2 at the very most, because nobody wants 9 volumes. It's ridiculous.
Maybe after having the small one, people, you know.
Yeah. There's actually one more set. There's a 2-volume set of letters that we wrote to Master Shreinhua. And it's called Letters from True Cultivators.
Ah, that's interesting.
That's been used in a lot of college courses because it's the same kind of anecdote style, but it's much shorter. And the letters go all the way. We wrote letters to the very end, and they've all been collected. It's the journals that are still
The letter are
not quite complete. So it's upstairs. We've been promising to do it all this time. So.
But it's interesting. It takes some time to read it, but it takes some time to make a journey. So.
The most amazing part is the relationship with the teacher. The abbot is truly a wonderful teacher, and I'll tell you a story. This is for people trained scientifically and people who are practical-minded and 20th century people, 21st century. It's kind of hard to handle this one, but our best friends were the CHP, the California Highway Patrol, They're the Lone Rangers out there, the police on the highway. And in California, they have a kind of a legendary status, the CHP. They're very reliant, self-reliant and powerful. But they adopted us everywhere we went, once they discovered that we were not selling things or begging, So the CHP, they cover, one woman will cover 100 miles in their car. And so when we would leave one territory and go in the next one, they would tell them ahead, and we had this letter that would show them. So we got to Malibu. Malibu is a very rich area, it's right on the coast. And because it's rich, there's a lot of wealthy people, so there's a lot of crime there too. And so the police are very uptight. And there was one CHP there whose name was Joe Hill, and he liked us because he saw that we were out exercising in the morning, doing Tai Chi Chuan, and we eat once a day. We're vegetarians and we don't beg, and we just live in a car.
When did you eat?
People would donate.
Without you begging?
No, we don't ask. And we never went hungry. So it was,
wow.
Offering scheme, just like today. People left fruit today. So anyway, we were bowing in Malibu. Joe pulled his car over and said, "Okay, fellas," he said, "up ahead is a narrow part of the road. I really want you to stay way over on the left, all right?"
Point, and
Yeah.
afterwards in the evening we go to
Starhawk.
Starhawk, and the day after we go to the top of it.
Yeah, Avagiri is great. And if you go in the morning, it's a nice drive.
The thing is, אני אמרתי לג'ינה שנפגוש.
Okay, let's go back to the story.
Let's go, but we'll
Take you back to Malibu.
Yeah.
So the highway patrolman comes up and says, "I want you to stay far over on the left." He said, you might be a traffic hazard, and we don't want to have to scrape you up off the pavement. He said, and besides, that'd be a terrible end to your pilgrimage, guys. So he says, stay all the way over there. He said, the road's a little bit wider, so you can do that. And make sure that you tell the old monk in the red robe, get him over there too. Of course, he's wearing that red robe. It's a little easier to see him. Well, sure tell him. No red robe monk. So he said, okay. So we met him other side of town, another 5 miles down the road. Here's CHP officer. He said, "Hey, fellas, glad you made it through. Well, I'll be checking out. This is as far as my territory goes. My wife baked these brownies for you. And by the way," he said, "tell that old man that he ought to keep wearing that red robe. It's really visible, We said, "What? It is, huh?" He said, "Yeah." He says, "Our lawyer at the station saw him, and they were really. It's nice to see an old guy that vigorous, Okay, Joe. Well, Master Xuanhua was 600 miles away in San Francisco. He never bowed behind, but people saw him, and we're kind of okay.
You didn't, and they saw it?
They saw him. And he has a vow that, when we finished the pilgrimage, he said, "Well, it's really glad that you, did all the work." And he said, "But if you, truth be told," he said, "you never left the palm of my hand." And that's not figurative speech. We always felt. There were 2 times in the pilgrimage when people would aim the gun at our brain. And then, yeah, and then for some reason just go, ha ha ha, and clock it and drive away. And, we would have been drowned in the ocean half a dozen times. Los Angeles is a tough town. When we made it out of Los Angeles, some of the things that came up to us were very strange. And it was some inexplicable way keeping us safe. He has a vow that he will fly in order to teach living beings, And you look at the vow and you go, hey, that's quaint, that's cute. And then, here's the CHP. The CHP is, got to be as straight as they come, and the lawyer of the CHP, And they all saw an old monk in a red robe bowing behind us, and he was not 600 miles, you know, it's like that kind of stuff. So he also had this, right by Point Reyes, in fact, at Point Reyes Station, the abbot had this incredible timing. We wouldn't see him, we'd see him once a month, usually. And that was the only time I talked, ever, was to the abbot. And
you didn't talk to each other?
No. I wrote notes, too many of them, but I didn't talk to the abbot.
You wrote notes?
He talked. He would talk to the press and stuff. So we were bowing by Point Reyes on Highway 1. And I had, for some reason, I got angry. Okay, and that was absolutely not okay to get angry, because when you get angry, all your protection disappears. You know, the Dharma protectors go away. Right. And so I was, you know, feeling, dessert, let him have it. And so I got angry. I had a kind of a clue that's not a good thing to do, especially not on a Sunday morning. It's so quiet and peaceful. So I'm out there bowing with this angry mind, you know, blaming Marty for what's going on. So we come around the corner, and here's this little burg, this little tiny village with a tavern and a bar. And out in front are these three guys. These three guys, they look probably Hispanic, maybe they're migrant workers, and they were drunk and hungover, okay, morning after a late night, and they were uptight and angry and pissed off and looking for something to let it go on. So we come around the corner, and they said, all right, here comes fun, you know. And so we're going, uh-oh, I shouldn't have gotten angry. Bowing along, and these guys are pumping themselves up, ready to come across the road, and they have big logs in their hands and chains and stuff, and starting to move across the road, and this old beat-up Chevy pulls up right in front of them, blocks the path, and the door gets up, opens. Here's the abbot standing there, kind of leaning on the car. Hi, good morning. Hi, fellas. Doesn't speak any English, right? Nice to see you. Leaning here, you know. And these guys just kind of, they just melt, you know. And they're kind of, oh, that's nothing. It didn't mean nothing. Morning, so long, you know. Just kind of dribble away. And, you know, Marty and I are sitting here going, too close, because we would have been pulverized. These guys were steaming drunk mad, you know, and I called him in. I dispersed the protection of my anger, you know. And so, you know, after these guys disappear, he turns to me and he says, you think getting angry is a good deal, huh? You still think that's the way to go? He says, and you call yourself a disciple of the Buddha? You know, but I hadn't seen him for a month, and it was just like split second. There he was. You know, it's like you go, how did he do that? So that happens. That happened over and
That
over
was your
again.
teacher?
Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah.
And he said he doesn't speak English.
He speaks, he spoke a lot more than he let on. It was very useful for him to not speak English. Right? But he understood. He spoke Mandarin. And so this kind of thing happened all through the trip. And so we got back to San Francisco, and one of the women who would take food to the abbot was down there. And so Marty, the other monk, said, we were in Malibu, and they saw the abbot. And what was going on? Where was he? He had the date, you know. And she says, talks to her friend, she says, she says, we were on the third floor, sitting with him outside in his parlor. And at a certain point, he got this distant look, and he stood up, didn't say anything, went into his room. And he came out 3 hours later, and he said, they're okay now. And we had no clue. And she said, what day was that? It was the same day that he was in Malibu. You know, so I don't know, but I know that his teachers can be really inconceivable. And it's not his, you know, like, it's not the magic that draws you, but when you meet it, you go, I can't explain it. You know, there's nothing in my background that prepares me for that. But that's the mind used at another level. When the mind has all this incredible software in there that if you could boot it up, you know.
Boot it up.
you get this, it functions, and it's, if you can't use it, it's still there. But so the great compassion is manifest in wonderful ways. Anyway, that's just your question about the.
What was your question?
Just going back to how the mind empties itself out and what goes on. It's not, those experiences just, you realize that consciousness is like this bubble on the ocean, and it's just floating up there, and the ocean is the mind, but the bubble just holds us in this little thin shell, and if you can find your way out of the bubble, then you're free to swim in the ocean. It's incredible wisdom.
That's all, just
Yeah.
the dolphin in the ocean.
Yeah. Anyway, but meanwhile that bubble is home and safe, and we cling to it. Let me out. Not yet.
We
though.
just yeah. We used to it. It's,
Like a womb, like a womb.
Yeah, it's our home.
Right.
Not so comfortable, but we used to it.
Yeah.
What can we do?
Well,
you go to sit.
I'm going to go do that. Yeah, both.
To sit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
We'll come to visit.
We'll come before we leave.
Good, please.
Wow.
Give a call and make sure that I will be here. I'm writing, so.
I hope we did not.
מרבד.
של עלים אדומים?
צמחים קטנים אדמתנים, פרחים אדומים קטנים ועלים אדומים קטנים.
הנה ברווז, במים. אז זה יפה האדום הזה, אולי בשביל זה המקום הזה מפורסם.
לא חושב. בכל מקרה הייתי באושן.
היית באושן. אומרים היה באושן. הקבוצה מעריכה אותו בדממה. מפנימה.
נפנה לכם שאתם יודעים מה זה האושן, אתם לא יודעים. ממש לא כמו הים התיכון.
בשבילנו זה קונספציה. אז בואו נלך. נלך לאושן.
מרגישים שזה האושן.
ne?
כן.
Infinite water.
מרגישים שזה גדול.
כמה זמן זה עוד ללכת?
10 דקות.
לא נורא. אנחנו נוכל להגיד שהיינו באושן.
הליכה חולית.
אתה חזרת מזמן?
כן. מה שכן, אם את רוצה להגיע לסטאר-הוק,
כן.
כדאי שנצא.
מה עם הסרמוני?
אנחנו הולכים למסעדה.
איזה סרמוני?
די, אבל אין לנו פה סרמוני?
תעשו לי סרמוני.
במסעדה.
מה אני, ביום הולדת שלי מצלמת אתכם בווידאו? איזה מין דבר זה?
את רצית לצלם, מה את רוצה?
רומם, זה זמן לסרמון.
לא פה.
למה?
אתה יודע, אתה נכון, זה רשמי.
אבל פה זה יותר...
אני מבסוטת את עצמי, כי אף אחד לא מצלם אותי.
תרימי קצת.
אנחנו לא כאלה.
תרחיקי קצת.
מה, מסעדה קליפורנית יוקרתית עכשיו?
כן.
הקליפורניאן
אני רק נודע לי שאני במינוס.
קליפורניאן פליז. אנחנו כבר ברווחים. כבר אפילו פרפט.
כמה רווח אני?
זה כל מה שהיא עושה, מקטרת על זה שהיא נתפסת.
כמה רווח את?
תגיד לי כמה רווח.
אני אגיד לך. כמה עשינו? 700? קבלת 40%. בערך $300.
מה, אני ב$300 פלוס? אני בטח כבר הוצאתי אותם, לא?
בסוף הבנתי.
למה? $100 שיש לי בארנק, שלא פה. אתה ראית אגב את הארנק שלי היום? שבדקת את הכרטיסי טיסה?
לא.
הוצאת לי כרטיסי טיסה היום מהבית? לא ראית ארנק קטן?
לא התרכזתי בארנקים.
טוב, אני מפסיקה לצלם. מאוד מחר.
אתרי פרסומת כאלה, אי אפשר לדעת את זה. לא נראה שיש לי סדר. אנשים אומרים כמה היא מדהימה ויש לה סנטר, לא היה כתוב שיש שם איזה סנטר בכלל. לא היה כשהוא מצאן שום סנטר.
אני אשיג לך את האינפורמציה. לא נראה לי שבשביל זה שווה לנסוע
לא, זה לא נראה שיחה, אני מודה שזה לא נראה.
אז חבל לנו על הזמן, ועוד ביום הולדת שלי.
לא, אבל לא היינו גם בסן פרנציסקו.
אז
זה
מה?
לא קשור, אנחנו לא נהיה בסן פרנציסקו, אנחנו נגיע למקום הזה וניסע משם, לא נשאר שם.
אני גם לא נודע, לא, אין לי כאן שום עניין קרמטי בארצות הברית. חשבתי, תפגוש אותי, תראה שאני חלק מאיזה טרייב, ותכניס אותי לאיזה סקט כזה. גם לא מיועד. נורא סתמי הטיול הזה.
כן, זה באמת טיול נורא סתמי.
והדולרים שאני מרוויחה הם כבר לא שלי. אני רוצה להיות ברווח, אני רוצה להרגיש שאני לא במינוס, אני רוצה להרגיש שאני בפלוס. שאני לא חייבת, שאני...
למי את חייבת?
מה?
חייבת משהו למישהו?
אני חייבת מכל הבחינות והממדים. אני עוד לא מיציתי את הלימוד שלי בגלגול הזה, לא למדתי זה, אני רק עוד משלמת על עונשים. אני רק עוד במינוס. אני חייבת המון כסף לבנק. אני לא מרגישה כאילו שאני... אתה מבין? אני לא על המשאבים שלי, אני על... out of my resources.
אני חושב
הפגישה איתה חשבתי קרמטית, האנרגיה האנשית. אני רוצה להתחבר על האנרגיה האנשית. היה כתוב שם, הצלחתי איכשהו בין השיחות לוושינגטון, לטיסות לזה, לג'יימס, היה כתוב משהו שהיא באמת, אני לא יודעת, היא עכשיו מתעסקת עם הקטע הערבי-יהודי, ספרים, אבל זה גם איזה ספר של איזה מישהי, זה איזה מישהי ידועה, זה לוחמת חופש. זה
שיחה על peace movement.
זה חשוב peace movement, אולי נציע להם, נחלק פליירים על ההצגה.
טוב. אני לא מעוניין ללכת.
אני לא אכפתי לאחר לשיחה.
לא, במילא אנחנו מאחרים.
שום דבר מה שתכננתי, אבל זה לא צריך לתת לנו איזה יום בסן פרנציסקו.
אנחנו יכולים לבחור מה לעשות עם הימים שלנו. אבל היום זה לא יום טוב לנסוע לשם בשביל השיחה הזאת. אני מעדיף ללכת לאיזה קליפורניאן קוויזין.
חוץ מזה שצריך לצאת מוקדם בבוקר, ולא...
כן, אי אפשר כל בוקר, אנחנו מתמרחים עד 2.
2 בצהריים.
אנחנו גם מחר לא נצא מוקדם בבוקר, אגב. כי אנחנו צריכים לסגור דברים עם ניו יורק. אנחנו צריכים יארה. דווקא שם, לא. את חייבת לייצג אותנו, מיכאלי. מה שאלת? מה שאלת? איך מרגישה להיות 64 בטור? כן, בטור רבתי. בשיא חיי.
לא יודעת, לא מרגישה מיוחדת. אני עוד לא מרגישה את יום הולדת כזה.
יש את מעריצים בכל הבעירייה.
חבל שהם לא חוגגים.
אתה יודע מה רומם? זה ממש מטומטם שאין לנו אתר. היינו חייבים לפתוח... אתה יכול לפתוח לנו אתר?
למה?
היה לנו אתר...
אתה לא יכול לעשות את זה.
היה לי איזה מעריץ, אבל אחרי שלא התייחסתי אליו, סגר את האתר ממני.
ככה לא רואים אותי, מה עושה?
נו, אבל את לא עונה על השאלה.
אבל השאלה איך זה להיות ב-34? באמצע טור?
טור, אני קצת חרדה שהוא עומד להסתיים. הופ.
כן. יכולה להרחיב?
אני לא יודעת, אני לא מרגישה בת 34. זה מה שזה אמור להגיד. אני לא מרגישה בכלל שיש לי דין. כאילו בת 64 צריך לעשות תמיד אותנו.
את עושה, הנה. Very successful act. Move many women in the Bay Area.
Very many Vietnamese women in the Bay Area.
הבחורה שהפילה ברשתה את מנהיג הסידיאל. בצניעות וללא התנהגות פרובוקטיבית. היא נראית אדם פשוט, אבל בבאריה מדובר ברבות. שאלה שמנקרת לבבות נשים רבות. איך היא הגיעה אל ג'יימס? איך היא ידעה בריטריט לעשות לו חנדלח?
ואחר כך, 7 שנים אחר כך, להתקשר אליו בתמימות.
בתמימות אינסופית, ולהגיד לו, יש לי איזו הצגה קטנה.
זכרתי.
התשובה לא איחרה לבוא. ג'יימס ברז, המסכן, בילה שעות רבות במרתפו בשליחת אימיילים ארוכים ובהכרחת מנהיגי סידיאל תמימים
לחזות בהצגה.
עשרות אנשים ברחבי הווה שלחו אימיילים, טיפסו על סולמות, מדדו את האולם שלהם וחשבו איפה לתלות קילה. וכך גם אנחנו, שני נושאי כליה של עוד מעלתה.
דווקא אמא שלי אמרה לי, מה, אז את עושה את כל העבודה, הם בטח זה.
איזה חוצפה.
לא, דווקא רומם עובד קשה. לימור!
לימור שומרת על איזון. אני מגיעה שם של מחיאות הכפיים, and here is the author.
האישה, אני צריכה להגיד שזה לא אני כתבתי את זה?
כן. לא, כי מרג'י אולי לא הייתה כל כך ברורה. לא יודעת, אני לא בטוחה שאנשים אתמול עדיין הפנימו שאני כתבתי. קצת מטריד.
ראית הלינק כזה, טאג, נעים טאג כזה.
זה author.
לא, אני מרגישה מאוד ברק מזל.
אז זה מתועד, מיכלי. זהו, את לא יכולה לחזור בך.
יש כמה דברים שאני אכן מרגישה ברק מזל. הטור הזה לא להאמין, האמת.
לא להאמין.
לא להאמין.
היינו כחולמים.
אני מיכל רובין, השחקנית הנואשת, הנאבקת יומם הליל. יצא לטור בין כנראה 14 הופעות בארצות הברית של אמריקה. הישר מ-ZOA האוס. אני מנסה לנפנף אותנו. וכן, וההצגה תופסת תאוצה.
ההצגה בשיאה. מיכל גילתה שיש לה חוש הומור. מיכל גילתה שההצגה מצחיקה. לא נעים להגיד לג'יימס, אבל היא גילתה שההצגה מצחיקה.
זה לא נכון, אני תמיד ידעתי שהיא מצחיקה.
עמוק בפנים.
עמוק בפנים ידעתי.
אנשים בחרו בארץ ולא ידעו מה הם מפסידים.
לא נעים לי עכשיו מכל הקהל שראה את זה בישראל.
כן, אנשים התייפחו.
ואני לא בטוחה שאני אוכל לעשות אותו דבר בעברית.
באמת? איזה חוד. אני יכולה לקרוא לה.
ואני מאוד ברק מזל שיש איתי רודי שתומך לי ועוזר לי לאורך כל הדרך.
כן.
קשוב עליי. באמת.
רומם התגלה באמת כמולטיפליי פונקצ'ואליטי.
הוא לא התגלה, אני תמיד ידעתי את זה.
הוא גם ידע לשלוח אימיילים, הוא מגלה אתרים.
הוא מתקן פנסים.
הוא מנהל רישום מדוקדק. זה
כן, של ענייני הכספים.
וזה שאני מאוד מקווה שהוא מדוקדק, אבל...
תחשבי שאנחנו היינו צריכות לעשות זה לבד. בחיים אנחנו לא היינו לעשות, לא את הידיים ולא את הרגליים.
הוא יודע להפעיל את ההזקה בבית של ג'יי.
הוא לוקח את פל כל בוקר.
הוא לוקח את פל, זה לא, באמת, זה לא עומר ודברים. ואוסף את הקקה שלו במו ידיו. מה זה עוד עובד? הוא מנווט בדרכים בעוז רוח.
זה דווקא אני עוזרת פה.
מיכל באמת עוזר, אני חייבת להגיד. אני רק נשאלת את השאלה, מה אני טובה בדיוק? אני ביצעתי כבר, אני כתבתי את זה. אני התייסרתי בשביל כולם בדטרמיניישנים. ועכשיו צריכים לסבול אותי בכאב.
כלי קיבולת שכל האנשים יוכלו להחזיק את כל הסיפור הזה כשהם כבר עמוק. אנחנו אולי נשוקתי על הלוח כאן והספסל. אוי, זה יפה פה.
חבל שאני לא מרגישה הכל מצרך כה מבוקש.
מצרך?
אני כעול, כרחיים על צווארם.
מצרך שפג תזכו.
חיי המדף שלי קצרים. טוב, we have to speak English for our English...
Yeah, because we have to send it. Where are you going? Where are you going?
We are in very auspicious day. The birth of our queen of the present mind. She took us to the States, kindly.
I took both of my close friends, Mem and Limmor. I took them to the States. I sponsored them.
She hosts us on donation basis.
On my chromatic coin, as James said, something like that.
Chromatic coin.
Oh, you can really see the ocean from here.
We see the ocean, we see the ocean.
My bonnie lies over the ocean.
My bonnie lies over the sea. And my bonnie lies like my bonnie. So bring back my bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh bring back, oh bring back my bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh bring back, oh bring back my bonnie to me. וואלה, זה אוזניים עבור. אני צריך להתקרב אליו? לא להישאר פה כבר, לא?
כן.
אולי נפתח דרמה תיאטר ב-IMS, בראנץ'. אנחנו שגרירות גם של ויפאסנה.
נכון. צריכות לקבל תמלוגים מ-IMS.
נכון?
מבודה.
מבודה.
אם מישהו עושה לנו סרט, זה כמו שעשו לגואנקה. יודעת כמה אנשים זה הביא לגואנקה, הסרט הזה?
חבל שלא תועד כאן הסיפור בצורה... אני יכולים למכור את הזכויות לערוץ 2.
רומם, בסנטה רוזה או בסנטה קרוז, אני אעשה את הסאונד ואת התאורה ואתה מצלם את כל ההצגה.
מה פתאום?
חייבים איזה פעם אחת לצלם את כל ההצגה. אז או שנבקש מג'יימס לצלם אותה
גם שהם מדברים את האנגלית.
ביקורת? כן. מישהו צריך לצלם אותה אז צריכים לצלם את הפרח.
טוב, בוא נמשיך על זה.
זה גם הופעה שלא כל כך קשה לצלם, זה בעיקר קלוז-אפים. מה אתה אומר על הרעיון?
זה לא באיכות שאפשר להשתמש בזה אחר כך.
רגע, שנייה,
אני רוצה פעם אחת לעשות את זה, הזום.
כן. יכולה עם האצבע שמחזיקה שם.
היא לא מגיעה, מיכי.
אז בשנייה.
זאת מיכל, את מאוד מאוד כתומה כרגע.
אומייגאד.
לא,
למה היא כתומה?
לא? בסדר.
אולי אני הורס.
מי בסרמני בגין.
אוי, לא מצליחה למצוא. נכון היא קצת כתומה?
תרחיקי קצת, זה נורא קרוב. אני בזום.
יש שליטה בזום?
זה יהיה גם רע מאוד.
אז אולי אתה תצלם.
לא, אני הולך להריחק שטות מהטקס.
זה נייס קאפר.
וזה חציבה.
היא חצובה.
טוב.
טוב, מוכנה?
כן.
תסגרי, תתחילי עוד פעם, תסגרי. תעשים על האדום. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Dharma Awards, presented by your host for tonight, the rowdy Roman Saraga.
צריך לעמוד.
מה זה ה-first Dharma?
Dharma Awards.
Dharma Awards.
Academy Awards.
אוקיי.
תקריא את המועמדים, לא?
מקריאים, אבל איפה הזמן?
לא.
And the nominees.
אני צריכה להיות פה אחרי, כן?
And the nominees for the best actress are Michelle Rubin for Perfect Mind in Washington D.C.
רגע.
Michelle Rubin for The Present Perfect in Boulder, Colorado. Michelle Rubin for Michelle Rubin for The Present Moment in Sacramento and
את לא צריכה לקפוץ, אנחנו יכולים להיות באותו פריים.
Michelle Rubin for Present Moment. And the winner is... זה לא the winner is.
רגע, צריך עכשיו זום על מיכל, היא נרגשת.
לא, רגע, זה
צריכה להיות ביחד, אל תקפצי לי.
אבל לא, מיכל, את צריכה לראות עכשיו נרגשת, את מתוחה.
אולי צריכה לקחת אחורה, אנחנו קרובים מדי.
So for the first Dharma Award,
רגע.
אתם תמיד אומרים, the Oscar goes to, אז עכשיו זה הולך להיות, and the Buddha goes to, מיכל רובין!
תראי את הבודה לכולם.
מתי קניתם את זה?
ספיץ'.
לא, אני רוצה לדעת מתי קניתם.
ספיץ'.
כשאני הייתי איתה פחות נפתה לך את
ספיץ'. ספיץ'. יש לנו בזמן כזה, זמן תתחיל לדבר.
ספיץ'.
ספיץ'? I'm speechless.
את רוצה להגיד תודה למשפחתך?
אני רוצה להגיד I want to thank the one and only my dear husband, Roman Saranga.
Known well as a roadie.
Yeah, I mean, what will I do? Ask you, dear, thank you. And I would like to thank my dearest friend, לימור, who's the son of an S.
Yes.
And I would like to thank God, Buddha,
James Beres, Heng Shur.
I would like to thank executive dear producer, most sweet, mustached man, James Beres.
את תסתכלי מהפרם כל הזמן.
And
יש בזה אגב, זה מוציא קולות גם, נכון? רגע, אני עושה על בודה, תראי לנו את בודה, נעשה עליו...
And I would like to thank Buddha standing beside me for showing me the way, for being a hell of a guy. Thank you.
מחיאות כפיים. אני רוצה קצת זהו, זהו?
Have you both always worked, just you three, and you both just going around and doing this play? Has it just been you both?
Yeah. This is actually our second production that we are working together. And yes, we are stuck together from the beginning. And we always, even when we do it in Israel, she comes to all the performances and does the lighting, and we work together. Yeah, so it's a cooperation.
It must be a beautiful relationship for you to grow.
Well, it has its moment.
It has its ups and downs.
We are good friends and we have been second production we do. The other production we had another actress. And this one, it was one woman show, so it was obvious her. And she's also meditating, so I need a good actress to meditate as well. And I wrote it, but it was also a lot of sharing work. We worked it together. And in the Israel, it's independent theater, so we do everything by ourselves. We are the advertising and the telemarketing, and we hang the posters, and we build the show, and we set up, and we sit down, and so here it's the same.
Did people hear the question?
No.
She wanted to know how they were received when they were doing their peace walk in Israel and Palestine.
Well, we walked, the first walk was from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. It was 7 days. And it was a pilgrimage way to Jerusalem, very old route. And we passed many villages on the way. I wasn't the whole walk, I was in the end of it. So I know every place, it was different. Sometimes I slept outside in a tent, sometimes in the villages. What I can tell you is that it was very hard in Jerusalem. We crossed Jerusalem, we were one line walking silently. Some places people really welcome us, and some places we felt a lot of aggression toward us. Even though we just said nothing, we just gave flyers talking that we want peace. And nothing political, we just want peace, and it's a bit reactionary now in Israel, you're a bit traitor if you want peace. Because people really hurt it now, they really lost their faith, especially in Jerusalem. But I can tell that, for example, in the Arabic market, which is like dangerous now, they were very nice to us, said if someone wants peace, you're welcome here. And they offer us so I was very happy that I walked in silence, because otherwise I don't know if I would survive this reaction wholesome, in a wholesome way, really good sentences.
Do you know if Hall is still open to meditators? I haven't heard from them in a long time, so I don't know if you stayed in touch with them.
Yeah, they still work, but now Tanat and Kate and John Tong is in Wat Chong Tong, which also in northern Thailand, another place. And they spend also some of the time in Seattle.
So there might be some people here that might be interested. Do you have information on their address? If people are interested.
I don't know, it's such a wonderful gift to be able to, in a sense, you're able to do this for people. I suspect there are people here who haven't been on retreats who I hope will go, oh, maybe I should do that. See you all at the next Vipassana Center retreat, which will be 26 days with no
You know, it was funny because Michal said retreat before we worked on the play, but another kind of retreat, Goen kind, inside meditation. And then we start to work on this piece, and she knew most of all the texts by heart. And then she went to do this specific retreat. The teacher came to Israel, And she did all this retreat, and I came to visit her when she finished the determination. And she came to me and said, "My God, all this text runs into my mind," and I didn't know what is my text, what is yours. And it was the meditation and the play and the real life and all this stuff. And she was also saying that she hung on to the teacher words. When she felt bad, she recites the teacher words.
And text with me, so it's kind of a first aid,
Is someone here never said the retreat?
There were 2 children here. But we say people כל הכבוד. It's kind of you really appreciate.
So I'm sure that if people are done with questions, I don't want to cut anyone off. But as we linger and clean up, probably if anyone has anything further to say.
We don't have to say.
Oh, we do have to say, because we have to walk out.
We don't have to say.
I wanted just to thank you, Mary, for inviting us, and thank you very much, and for all the people who helped us and brought food. Every time when people ask how strong, I think to myself, is there a number or something? I think I can say, the Sangha is 500 kilowatts. But the Sangha is quite strong. I think it's growing all the time. There are retreats taking place all the time, especially teachers from abroad, because we don't have much teachers in Israel. And it's mainly inside meditation and going down. I mean, there's actually also and Zen. Yeah, it's diverse and it's growing all the time. And more and more people are exposed to it.
They're sitting with weekly.
Is the Buddha considered a deity?
Buddha? He was a male, no?
Is Buddha?
I think Buddha is a person, like the historic Buddha, Gautama the Buddha. This Buddha was a man, as far as I consider. But Buddhahood could be a thing. So I heard.
We really hope so.
And so your Buddha was a he. Is that what you were referring to?
I refer to Gautama the Buddha, the one who...
The inventor.
The founder.
I think that sums it up. The character, or the way that the character is designed, she's what we call a Polish Jew. The Polish Jew is kind of, she always complains, she always, who's in charge? Who's in charge so I can complain to? So when she refers to Buddha as the one in charge, the one that, started this way, so it's him. But it's not that, that God or the Dharma or something is something made. No.
Buddha at the student can rebel again. Bring it up.
Maybe. I just slipped my mind. Maybe.
So is that true? And I think you were saying there was no present moment.
No, in Hebrew there is, we use present moment, but there are no, the name, the term, the grammar of present moment is intermediate time. Like, there is no time that's called present moment, present tense.
It's actually the name that we give to present moment, if I would translate it roughly, is mediocre time.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, but this is the word. The word is Beinoni. And Beinoni in Hebrew is physical stuff. So that's
Neither here nor there.
Exactly.
The real place to be is the pastor.
mediocre, not, as I say, not something to write home about.
Even though the name of the God, the Hebrew name is Yehovah, which means present, and which means present, past, and future all together. So it's not that there are no concepts, but somehow things
But namely, this name shows some attitude.
Yeah.
Did your father in the play die a violent death with blood? I mean, my mind went there, but then I thought kind of walked in. It's okay. I just still wonder.
We leave it the way it is.
Yeah, okay. It's just my wonder.
Observe.
Yeah.
Can I hear you say, feel up, lifted, and moving, more touching in Hebrew? Can I hear that line in Hebrew?
עקב, להרים, קדימה, נמוך, אצבעות, כלים.
But actually, in Thailand, they translate it to English. So we learn it actually in English, and then we translate it to English. We meditate in English.
Yeah, and actually, the word that the Thai teacher told us is heel uplifting, forwarding, lowering, touching, putting. And here in the States, people said, don't say forwarding. It doesn't sound so good because this was the Thai word.
You've been working to teach you this spoken English.
We're not so good in this story.
I mean, it's just not the best language. I understand why they use it. It's not the best language.
But this is the language that, you can speak to most of the
Right.
people in the world. It's just because of that, communication, not because it's a holy or a very special language. It's just the language that the mass spoke.
And the teacher who brought the Buddhism and meditation to the West, most were English speakers, Americans.
And look, many of them Jewish.
No,
you're not.
How long will you be performing in the United States? And I have a second question. How do you feel being away from Israel for this period of time?
One easy question.
The first one, we started on September 13th. We had already, this is our 10th performance, I think. And we are having one on Monday in Spirit Rock. So you have friends. And then we're having on the 18th in North Hampton in Massachusetts, and we're having on the 20th the last one in New York, and on the 22 we're going back home.
Where in New York?
Julia. If you know someone in New York. Yeah, Julia, the 20th, 7 p.m. It's a rehearsal venue, a room, and the second one. Actually, well, I'm very happy to be here. We're really enjoying ourselves, although we are working quite hard. And it won't be probably so easy going home, because we are already like 5 weeks in a different environment. Yeah. But it's our hope. No.
Are you able to maintain your meditative discipline in store?
No, I tell you, I usually sit every day. Now, because our schedule was so tight, and sometimes we really, just wanted to go somewhere to see some beach, to see some, so there were a few days I did not sit, but and every performance I always sit, and I try to sit every day. So it's very important for me, keeping my center.
I think also because we're performing in front of imitators, so somehow we keep in mindful, we keep us mindful somehow, and the performance itself is sort of meditation, and it's like, all the audience meditate together with her, and so we somehow in the environment of mindfulness.
But I know also when I'm not in the environment, this is the only thing that keeps me, that is really something I can lean on. So it is a very important thing for me in my life, the meditation. It really helps me.
I would like to hear something about your peace work when you're at home. What is it, and are many people involved? Something about
It was peace work around 100 people walk there every day. Maybe, people will change the time they're going, so every day were 100 people walking, sort of different people, maybe 7 people or same people walk the whole 7 days. And the last day when we walked in Jerusalem, were about, I think, 150 people. And it was a pilgrimage route from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. And we walked for 7 days, walking silently in a big tour, big road, and having a discussion groups every noon or every morning at Darmato. And just a few hours participating. The second one, I did participate. 200 people walked there in the Galilee, and they were sleeping every night in the Arabic villages, and that was really good gathering and good mixture of Arabic and Jews, and it raised a lot of hope and happiness to share this new way. And now the third one was supposed to be these days somewhere in a valley where many Arabic villages, and it might be many more because it's growing.
helps to organize all the big tour, connect us with all the communities, and believing that this could be happening.
I just wanted to make one more little pitch again. If people could donate some dana for out-of-pocket expenses on this trip, I just now scribbled out dana, thank you. So I'll put it, there's a basket right there. This will go all to them. This part will go to the college. So, you know, if you still wallets are a little bit fat, you could slip a bill out and put it in there.
And one more thing, near the dana box there is a little book, down the box on the floor. And we have a book of the tour, and if you wish to write something and
to express your feelings.
Yeah, we will be very happy to read it, and we may request to write clearly because our English is not uncapable to understand this. Yeah, and we do like to understand it. Thank you very much.
We have Sakula on tape. I'm zooming in.
That would be fun to see. We have a double bill sometime.
But
the present moment would be first.
But then we were having 4 actors.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And that is difficult in Hebrew because it was in rhymes. In English, I mean.
This was so funny today. It was so good. What play was it? Our first production. Shringara, romantic was Bell's art and big gesture and everything right, music.
You had a word gesture?
What's
So
everything in
like,
gesture?
Oh, everything in gesture.
Yeah, because they have a mass, community visual jokes and with the bodies and then it was really fun. People traveling to India and
that would be fun.
I wish. And what about Vivo, man?
במקום לעזור, מצלמים. פה עובדים קשה, חוץ מהתקשורת.
אז הנה אנחנו בעולם התחתון. הנה רוג'ר. כל הפסלונים. יש פה כל מיני חיות יוצאת מהעולם. הנה האוטו של ג'יימס. וואה, מלא. כל החיות כאן בסבבה. הנה ממש ליד בקתת המורים. יש לנו פה. זה הבקתה. נלך לה. אז זה פשוט ספירת רוק.
I tested the battery's fine.
Yeah, I did that too. It was actually on when I picked it up.
מה, יש בעיות, אומר?
Michael,
No.
I'm sorry. Michael had just been working on it.
כל הזמן בורח. זה
Remember the word?
That's good. The key word.
Good coaching.
Say the word and you be free. Say the word and be like me. It's so fine, it's sunshine, it's playful, it's love. Did you see how different she's
If we haven't met, my name is James Barras, and I'm one of the teachers here at Spirit Rock. And I was told by Christine that it's good to give a little bit of biography more than just that. So I'll just say a couple of things that I'm involved with are the family program, the teen program, Kalyana Mita Networks, and A lot of committee meetings. That's another but it's all worth it. And it's a real pleasure. Oh, and the Spirit Rock single song too. It's really a pleasure to be able to be with you here tonight on Monday night. As you can see, it's a little bit different this evening, and we're going to have Dharma theater here as well as sitting together. If you've been coming for, yay! If you've been coming for, Jack has, I think, been announcing it, it's a special event. I'll tell you a little bit more about the event in a moment, but we'll go through a little bit different order of the sequence of the evening. First of all, just so that we can make sure that the play and then the connection with our friends is possible and has enough time for us to really enjoy the fullness of the evening. There won't be a break. Israel for the last 2 years, and by word of mouth, and has become very popular with people in the Dharma community there and people who've never been exposed to practice before, who are slowly becoming interested in it through seeing this play. By the way, there is a very strong Dharma community in Israel, and the community is also very committed to peace and has sponsored a couple of peace walks with Arabs and Jews walking through from Jerusalem from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, and one in the Galilee that took place a couple of months ago. And it's very powerful as we see people from all sides of that chaotic and turmoil-filled world craving peace and walking very courageously for peace. And one of the things that I thought you might be interested in is, after the play, meeting with the playwright Liemor Ginsberg and the actress Michal Rubin to talk both about the play and also about what it's like to be living in Israel at this time and being part of that Dharma community. It is a play that takes place in Thailand, of an Israeli woman who goes to her first Vipassana retreat in Thailand, in northern Thailand, in Chiang Mai. There is a meditation center, and this is actually based on Liemor Ginsberg's experience. There's a meditation center called Wat Rampong, and I've heard about this center from a number of people who've gone through this process. They run a different style of retreat that's done here at Spirit Rock, and I just want to make sure that you understand what the context of the play. Here, the retreats here are very much about creating a sense of balance, and out of that balance, wisdom can arise. Balance and focusing on the present moment. In Wat Rampong, the retreat that people start out with is a 26-day retreat. The first 23 days of the retreat are done in very much the style of practice that we do here, a Mahasi Sayadaw style, mental noting, and just being with your experience in a moment-to-moment way. The last 3 days of that retreat, one enters what is called the determination phase, where one continues the practice, but does it continuously, and that means without sleep. So the last 3 days, it's kind of like a breakthrough experiences. If you're familiar with Zen, there's Soto Zen of just sitting and being with things as they arise and pass away, and then there's Rinzai Zen, where with koans and there you turn up the pressure cooker and have a breakthrough going through the other way. Another way I liken it to is a vision quest, which my son just did a vision quest over the summer, where after 2 or 3 days of fasting and being alone out in the wilderness, one finds the deep parts of oneself that one didn't know was there, and there's a purification process like that. And this play comes from that Wat Rampong experience, and so just want you to understand that when the character goes through the determination phase, that's what is happening. Let's see. Last thing I'll mention is about Donna for the evening, and that just so that you know, Michal and Limmor and Romem, who is Michal's partner and also the set designer and manager and takes care of everything else, and an amazing and accomplished person. They did this. They took this trip over here. I met Michal when I taught a retreat in Jerusalem about 6 years or so ago, and found out at the end of the retreat that she was an actress, and she wrote to me at the beginning of the year and said, we've been doing this play about practice for the last few years. Do you think Americans would enjoy seeing the Dharma in this way? And I said, yes, that sounds really great. They took a great leap of faith in coming here. And actually, this is not sponsored by anyone. This is out of their pockets. They, I'll just let you know, they spent about $7,000 to go on what is now a 15-performance tour, hoping to get back there, cover their expenses, meet Americans, and it's true that they've gone 6 weeks without working back there. So I said, the way that we do this needs to be done on Donna. So, and they said yes, they're also very appreciative and passionate about the purity of the teachings and the beauty of the Donna system. So, keeping that in mind, I hope you can be really generous tonight. Just think what good theater would cost, even probably half of what good theater would cost in San Francisco, and know that you're supporting not only them, but the Dharma and the kind of interconnection and communication between these different cultures that we're all so hungry for. Actually, the Israeli consulate has been very supportive to the point of putting it on their website and letting the Jewish community know. And they've been somewhat ambassadors, not only Dharma ambassadors, but ambassadors for Israel, for some consciousness coming out of Israel. So I hope you can appreciate that and express your kindness and reciprocate their generosity too. So I think that's it. I think without further ado, we'll start with the sitting, and I'll give some basic instructions, and then we'll sit quietly and go right from there into the play. So find a posture you can be reasonably comfortable, upright, sitting with dignity, and also at ease, receptive to what is happening right now. Feel your body sitting here. Feel life moving through it. Be open to this moment. Within the framework of the body, feel the breath as it moves through. Perhaps you notice the rising and falling of the belly or chest, or the in and out of the nostrils, or feel the whole breath as it moves through the body. Simply notice how you know you are breathing.
มพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะหันธรรมยังพุทธาภิสุติงกโรมาเสโยโสตถาคโตอะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธวิชาจารณะสัมปันโนสุขโตโลกวิทูอนุตตรปุริสธรรม
and the truth you were speaking, I just bow and give thanks to.
Thank you.
Could you each tell us a little bit about how this process evolved for you as a writer? How did this sort of unveil itself to you? And as an actor, how did you experience finding the places inside to express this? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah.
You know, I studied theater, and I was writing one play, and this piece I was writing to myself as a short story, which I read to Michal, who I knew already before. She was my friend and acted in my play before. And she told me, yeah, let's try to make a play of this story. And then we have a many discussion how it should be and how will be the form and how it will start and then who will be the character, and we like sort of made a structure and tried to do something. Then she went to India, and for some reason I really got into the mood. When she was in India, I was really connected with the things, and it just came out on this form but flow. And when she came back, it was ready. And then
we really, when we talked about it, we really wanted to find a way to bring meditation on stage, kind of to give, you know, it's such a abstract and inter process, and we really were challenged by it to see if we could give it a form through art, if we can share it with people that do not know what meditation is about and have sometimes very bad impression, I mean not bad but wrong impression about, no, everybody's just sitting there all peaceful. You can meditate if you're peaceful, but if you're not, no chance. And you know, we wanted to show meditation is for neurotic people. So and the meditation for us was something so important in our lives, so we really wanted to try and do it. So we did. With a lot of work and a lot of process of dialogue between us. But somehow, I don't know why, it wasn't difficult for me to connect to all the pain and the story also with the fun. It just happened in a way. So that's it.
Okay, one last.
I was just interested in what you said about the Israelis and the Palestinians, that they were doing a walk from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Were you involved in that?
The peace walk in Israel.
Yeah, we both on the Sangha in Israel, and the Sangha organized this walk from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. We were 7 days on a pilgrimage route, and we were keeping silent all day, walking on a big line and having discussion and dialogue. In the evening, the first one were just 100 or 150 people, not many Arab. In the second one, many more Arabs, and speaking in Arabic village, and something good started to happen, and now should be the third one.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Did you do the 26-day retreat?
Me?
Yes. For either of you, I mean, or did you just read about it? How did you
No.
know the details?
Liמor did the course in Thailand, and I did. The Thai teacher came to Israel a few times, but then they did a special course of 14 days, which is the same technique and structure. It's just 14 days. So I did the 14 days a few times, and Liמor did the 26 days. Yeah.
With the 3 days.
Yeah. The 3 days is also the 14 days. It's, the determination is. Yeah.
Brilliant. Just brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you again for coming to Spirit Rock, and thank you for being such a wonderful audience. Peace to you all. May we all have peace in our lives.
A very old computer. You were just dead in 1 year.
I don't know if there's enough light.
Yeah, we
need to change the light for that.
Oh, I take off my glasses.
I like to ask you, James, just if you were going now on retreat, with who you would sit?
What do you mean?
Who's it be his teacher?
Who's the teacher?
Yeah.
Joseph Goldstein.
Joseph Goldstein.
He told us already.
I thought so, but I want
To be sure.
Now we should ask.
No, I don't have to ask why.
Clarity.
Faith.
Wisdom.
Wow.
Not mine, his.
Yes.
Oh no, the cassette is ending.
We have another one. Don't we have another one?
We can buy.
We are so bad in documentary.
But I have
Yeah,
two
tomorrow
new
we should
ones.
take some pictures.
We all, yeah,
Should
for
pictures.
sure.
It's the end.
So yeah, we have to choose. So we decided to take today to take your. I said take his Dana speech. I want it on the video. No, just yours, just you. You know, because we didn't have much time anyway for the whole play.
They were generous. the
That's,
Dana.
well, I heard 1,300 or something
Well, it'll be like, it's probably more like 1,600.
that they left. You mean over and above? You mean that was the whole night, the first, including the $5 when we came in, and then what
And
people added?
with the $5, only a portion of that goes to the teaching. For teachers, for other than Jack, it's $400 of that goes to the teacher. And if I taught there, it would be $400. Jack gets $700, but he said that he would, ask that they get $700. Then there's above that.
That people left on the way out?
Yeah, that was another $900.
Wow.
Which is like
Yes.
three times more than what it would usually be. And there were like there were about 100, she said 164 people. And there can be anywhere from 300 to 400 people when Jack is there. But also, I don't know if it made a difference, tonight happened to be the 49er game and the Giants going for the pennant. It was like the two biggest sports events in the same day. But it was, but given that it was like way, I was hoping.
So it's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Maybe, but
that
there's
was
not
very, that was very unusual. It's like when you did it with me, you got more than twice the biggest Dana I ever.
But you were like requesting it. Probably you're not that requesting it on a regular night.
Right, you know,
Yeah.
you double requested it, but it was also obviously, when he laid it out and made it clear that, you're doing this out of your own pocket,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I can't say that for myself every week. Well, listen,
Well, I came
I've
over
really
here
put
and I
out
could
a
have
lot.
been home watching the TV, but I drove all the way over here.
It's also more difficult to do it for yourself, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And every night. And
Every week.
I hardly ever give a Dana talk to myself on a Thursday. Every now and then I do, but I should probably do it more.
On the monastery?
Yeah. Sometimes I do.
I'm taking everybody your
So tomorrow, so you're gonna see Hang Sure and
We have
do
to
the
make a
lighting?
plan because
Oh, we have several things to do.
I thought we're gonna get the lighting at 11 when you're having this meeting. From there we go visit Hang Sure.
And then we come back?
I'll be.
You wanna come with us to Hang Sure?
No.
It's okay. But he'll be eating right around that time. Yeah, I think he has to eat before.
He has to eat before noon.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but
I've cleared. Very interested, and then we can go out to eat, and they'll probably they won't stay out that too late.
They do.
So
We have this Azriel and this girl I was saying we might meet. So we have to see how.
Yeah.
At night or
We decided to do
trying to
early dinner so we can meet you right after.
While you're out with them, we'll go out.
We,
I don't know if
use
she
widely
can.
the time and
But maybe we should check the answering sheet.
Azriel is so nice.
Oh yeah,
Not
that guy.
so,
Yeah, 10 people he brought. That was.
Yeah, he was in. He was.
כן, אפשר. מה
מה מלא? קסטה או מה צריך? זהו הבטריה?
שתי נודניקיות.
Okay, here get it out one more time.
קחי לימור, תחזיקי, תעשי משהו חיובי.
Magic moment.
היה magic moment?
Password. You get your.
יודעת איך לעשות.
זה לא?
James, would you like to come with us to the rendezvous? Are you
Hang
hungry?
out?
To eat some big breakfast?
I think I better do these things, do a couple of things here. Just a couple of things. I told Adie I'd get this blurb to her, and Dennis was going to call back soon.
If you want, I can do the instructions of the meditation.
No, but it's also the, she wants to do the introduction.